Well, it's a very good afternoon and welcome back to another pre-match show here at the Banksy Stadium ahead of today's game against Sutton United. The League Two surprise package come here in fine form, having lost just one of their last 19 games in all competitions. However, Michael Flynn seems to have rejuvenated this Saddlers side with just one loss in 6 games, and he'll be looking to go 4 games unbeaten in the league. In today's pre-match show, we are going to be hearing from the head coach as he spoke to my colleague Paul Joanna earlier this week on a Zoom call. We're also going to be hearing from Captain Josh Labadie, and he is hoping for a good game today to inspire the new fans that are here as part of our community programme's School Partners game. We look forward to welcoming the near 1,300 new fans who will be situated here in the community stand. As well, today we are going to take a look back at that 1-0 win over Sutton United earlier this season when Tyree Shade scored a sublime free kick in front of the travelling fans. If you are heading to the game today, make sure you pick up a copy of our programme, Saddlers Shout. We've got a feature interview with Donovan Daniels in there, the goal scorer in last weekend's game against Barrow. And we've also got an information flyer from her game too. Following International Women's Day earlier this week, we have dedicated today's game against Sutton United to her game too. So make sure you pick up one of those to check out the flyer that's in there. The players will also be wearing a special warm-up t-shirt that shows the Her Game 2 logo on the front. First up in today's pre-match show, we are going to take a look back at that win over Sutton United back on October 30th. So those were those highlights from that win over Sutton United back in October, and what a goal that was from Tyree Shade. I'm also going to be joined shortly by my colleague Paul Joanna as we take a look back to that draw against Barrow last weekend, as well as ahead to today's game against Sutton. Next up in today's pre-match show, we are going to be hearing from head coach Michael Flynn.
Well, Michael, a free week with the players. I think it's the first time since you've been at the club you've had that. How's that been for you?
It's been good. It's been good to spend more time on the training pitch. You know, we've gone through a lot of stuff with them. But also being careful and not overloading them with information so early. But we got to do a few things that we haven't been able to do yet. And to be fair to them, they took it on board really well, and it's been a good training week, to be honest.
That's it. And obviously, how do you reflect on, obviously, it's been 4 away games out of 5. It's been really difficult, a lot of travelling, but the team have come away with some really solid results, haven't they? Do you feel like you've got a real platform to build on?
Yeah, of course we have. I said after the game Saturday, it could have easily been 3 wins in a week. I think we deserved to win every game. Unfortunately, we didn't. But we wasn't beaten, and a point away to Northampton, a point away to Barrow, which are not the easiest places to go for different reasons. I was happy with how we finished the game in both of them.
That's it, and it's Sutton United, the challenge on Saturday. First of all, what do you make of them? What do you think they'll bring to the table? Because they've had an excellent season so far, haven't they?
I think they've had a superb season. I'd like to congratulate them on getting to Wembley as well. I think it's a fantastic achievement for a League Two club to be there. Hartlepool were unfortunate as well. So, yeah, Sutton, they're on a crest of a wave. Very organised and efficient in what they do. And if we ain't at it, it's going to be a long afternoon. They're full of confidence, and it's going to be a tough game.
So there we have it. Those were the thoughts of Michael Flynn from his press conference earlier this week, where my colleague Paul Joannou did speak to him over a Zoom call. Next up, we are going to be hearing from the captain, Josh Labadie, who is expecting a good battle from today's opponent, Sutton. Sutton this weekend, they're flying high towards the top end of the pitch. What are you guys expecting from them?
Yeah, they're a very good team. They've come into the league, they're very efficient. Everyone knows their jobs. But yeah, we know what the game's going to be like. We've played them already this season, and I'm sure it'll be a good battle. Yeah,
we have played them already this season. It was a 1-0 win for us there, and we've certainly picked up a couple of important results recently, and it'll all be about backing those important results up again on Saturday, won't it?
Yeah, definitely. That's what it's all about in this league. I think you find the consistent teams are the ones that tend to do well. We've not really put back-to-back wins together or gone on a run as such like that this season until recently. So yeah, hopefully we can do that and we can get another 3 points on the ball.
And being at home, that's another important thing really, is to go out there and entertain those fans. I think it's our community game this weekend, over 1,300 or so tickets sold. That's another incentive for you guys to go out and put on a positive performance.
Yeah, 100%. Like always, we're going to go out there, try and put on a show for them and give them something to shout about. But yeah, hopefully we can make an entertaining one for them.
So those were the thoughts of skipper Josh Labadie about today's game, as he's looking to put on a show for the new supporters who will be situated here in this community stand as part of our school partners game. I'm now joined by my colleague Paul. Paul, it feels like a long time since we've done this, but before we look at today's game, which I think is going to be a difficult game for us considering the form that Sutton are in. We'll go back to Barrow last weekend. A long old journey, but supported fantastically yet again, and a good point on the road.
Yeah, it feels like we only just parked up at the Banksies, Tom, after that journey. It was a very long one. So first of all, I'll take that up to all the fans who made that trip. Thank you for your support. Your support was amazing, and came away with a point, didn't we, at Barrow? It was a difficult game. I think it was. Michael Flynn said it. The conditions with the wind and the pitch made it difficult for the Saddlers to play their game and implement their game. And it was a bit of a slow start. I think Barrow started the game well. They're fighting for their lives, aren't they? So they're at home and they were desperate for 3 points. And you could see it was quite a battle. It was quite a scrappy game. A lot of challenges. Neither side could really sustain control in that first half. Barrow took the lead with a really good goal, but again, as we've seen in recent weeks, Saddlers have a bit of steel about them and determination, and came out in the second half with a lot more purpose, and in the end I think deserved to get the equaliser through Donovan Daniels at the time. Congratulations to him on his first goal for the club, and there was a couple of chances there for the Saddlers to win it, with Devante Rodney, and I think George Miller before the goal as well had a really good chance. So it was still a promising afternoon, but I'm sure Michael Flynn will want more this afternoon.
Yeah, and I think a player that everybody seemed to have picked up, especially in that one. He was classed as a Beckham-esque cross in that one, but Emmanuel Osadibi seems to be a little bit of a surprise package in the last couple of games, playing as an out-and-out right-back against Barrow and then a right wing-back previously. He's certainly grown in that role, so to say, especially more so in that advanced one.
Yeah, he was very impressive as a wing-back, wasn't he, in particular? I think it was here against Hartlepool, and then at Northampton, he had a really influential game at Northampton, especially in that second half. He really made things happen, some excellent deliveries, and then again, delivery at Barrow on Saturday, that time from a dead ball. So, he's got his qualities, and from that position he can be very, very dangerous. You know, fair play to him and Tyrese for playing as full-backs as well. You know, had to be really, really disciplined, and I thought they were. But it would be interesting to see how they do today in whatever role that may be if they are selected.
Yeah, it's going to be one of those, and we'll move on to today's game against Sutton. As I mentioned earlier in the pre-match show, I believe it's 1 loss in 19 in all competitions, and they really are the surprise package this year, aren't they? Yeah,
they are. I mean, they've got that momentum with them. I think Michael Flynn said it as well in his pre-match interview that when you've been promoted, after that you just want to play games, and they've certainly had that. They're riding that crest of a wave, and you know they've even progressed in the cup as well, in the Papa John's Trophy. They're in the final. You know, they'll be buoyed by that penalty shootout victory on Tuesday, certainly. But I think, having seen the whole league this season, obviously we were very impressed with Forest Green at the start of the season. But you know, we've always said how tight it is and how all the teams are very similar. But I was actually quite impressed with what I saw from Sutton at Gander Green Lane. You know, they've got a clear way of playing. They've got a clear structure. That, you know, they can go direct. They've got some talented players. You know, particularly up front with the likes of Isaac Oloefe, David Ajiboye, Enzio Baldwin. You know, a lot of firepower in their squad. So they're going to be a dangerous outfit. And I think, if I remember correctly, their home form is excellent. I think Walsall are the last team to win there in the league.
Yeah, that's a pretty impressive, you know, factors to just show exactly what they are like. I think, you know, they're not so good away from home. I think it's 7 wins in all competitions, but you know, coming here, the Saddlers buoyed by the last couple of performances, it's not going to be one of those where, you know, the Saddlers are going to roll over for them and say, look, you're going for something at the top end of the pitch. Michael Flynn will be expecting his side to put on another good performance here and hopefully pick up another 3 points, won't he?
Yeah, absolutely, he will. I don't think he'll fear any opposition in this league, neither should the Saddlers. You know, you go back to a few weeks ago, victories over Tranmere and Forest Green proved that. So the Saddlers will know they're capable, they're confident. You know, the training ground, we were up there yesterday. It was quite a buoyant place, wasn't it? You know, very, very lively, and you know, everyone's really up for this game, and I'm sure everyone's looking forward to it.
Yeah, I think we're looking forward to it as well. It seems like an eternity since we've had a game with, you know, no midweeker this week, but that's been good for the team, and hopefully it will be good for you as well. You know, be excited to get back here to the Banksy Stadium. If you are coming to the game and heading up to the stadium suite, make sure you check out that new Punjabi grill that we've got in there. It certainly seems to have whetted the taste buds of a couple of people. Hopefully you will enjoy that as well. Paul putting his hand up there, he seems to have you know, got his eye on something in that one. If you are going up there, let us know your thoughts on that one and your thoughts on the game. It will be live on iFollow for the international viewers, and you'll also have the audio pass. It will be myself and Tom Marlowe from the BBC WM on there. Like always, if you are coming to the game, please sing loud, sing proud, encourage those fans in this community stand to come back for another game against Oldham on Tuesday night. And as always, come on you Saddlers.